Hello everyone, and welcome to tournament number 6 of the PBA Championship. This is the PBA World Series of Bowling Scorpion Championship. So we're on the Scorpion oil pattern today, and as you saw in the lead standings before the start of this video, Jason Belmonte leads the standings with 54 money points, 10 money points clear of Anthony Simonson, EJ Tackett and Norm Duke, and 14 clear of Jacob Buttriff. The rest, well, they're already 23 plus points behind Belmonte, so could be interesting to see what happens in this one. So let's get down to the preliminary round, and we're going to take the 88 bowlers and get them down to 24. 7. Draw one bowler. Advance 2 highest full or half stars. So let's see which one. It's going to be number 3. 1, 2, 3. So Greg Young will go in, and then the 2 highest 1 and 2 stars. So Greg Young is in. Sanders and Tackett are the Zach Tackett are the 2 that start, but I don't think they're going to stay in much longer. And Zach Williams, Wes Malott, Stuart Williams will move in. Ooh, that looks good. Joseph Blanchard, Stuart Williams will drop out, and so Greg Young, Wes Malott and Josh Blanchard go through to the semi-final round robin from Group A. Group B, 5. 3 highest average bowlers, full and half stars. So Sean Maldonado, Paki Hanrahan, and Richard T start off the 3. So 209 is what we're looking for, so Teese will drop. So we're looking at 210. Chris Barnes will step up there. So we're looking at 212 now. BJ Moore will also step up there. So now we're at 214. Oof. So Sean Maldonado will drop. So we've got Matt Russo, Chris Barnes and BJ Moore go through to the semi-finals. From Group 3, 9. Draw 2 bowlers, then advance the highest full star only. So let's see who the first random one is. Number 1, that's good for me. Karsten Hansen. And number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cameron Doyle. So we're looking at the highest full star. Cal Sherman on 217 at the moment. Kyle Troop will take over, 217.4. Chris Prather will take over at 219. So Chris Prather will be the 3rd bowler from that group. Going to Group 4, 9. So it's going to be the same. Draw 2 highest full star. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be Anthony Pepe, and 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Ryan Simonelli. So looking for a full star. AJ Johnson at 215 at the moment. Francois Lavoie at 216. Oh, Bill O'Neill at 219. So Bill O'Neill is the third one through. Into group 5. 12. Draw 3 bowlers. So there could be some big names out here. First one through is Sam Cooley. I've never had this before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Matthew McNeil. And 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anthony Lavrispa. Now if you're Jason Belmonte, you don't want to be in this group. Let's have a look. Kuba, Don Barrett, Zach Bate, Chris Kleitzau, Jesper Svensson, who won the last tournament, and Sean Rash. All did not qualify. So we move to group 6. 11. Draw 2 bowlers, then advance highest of any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kevin Williams. 2, 1, 2. Christopher Lowshetter, so it's the highest of anybody. 211. 224. Jason Belmonte, don't need to go any further. He is the highest. So group 7. Again, draw 3. 1, 2 is going to be Dick Allen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Michael Tang. And 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tom Doherty. So let's see anybody gone out of here that's a big name. Marshall Kent. Anthony Simonson, second in the standings, but not for long, I don't think. So we come to the final group. 7. Draw 1, advance highest 2, full and half star. 12. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Norm Duke gets through. So Jake Peters on 212, Jacob Buttroff on 221. Buttroff looks quite handy to go through. It'll be a full or a half star. Chris Vaya will take over at 212. EJ Tackett will take over, so it's EJ Tackett and Jacob Buttroff that round off the 24 players that will go into the semi-finals, but we'll be back shortly to do the money points for the losers of round 1. So here we go, the points, money points for these. So that will be the 2-point group. This group here will not get anything. We're going to roll again. Exactly the same again. So the white group get nothing as well. That was a 6 originally. So only full star bowlers will get points here. So Nicholas Pate, Jason Sterner, Stuart Williams, Graham Fatch, Francois Lavoie and Brad Angelo will all get 1 point, 1 money point, and 2 money points on an 11. So everyone in this group will get 2. Sean Maldonado, Parker Bone III, Paki Hanrahan, Nathan Bohr, Nick Crummy, Marshall Kent, Ronnie Russell, Tommy Jones, Christopher Sloan, Wesley Lowe Jr., Tom Smallwood, Andrew Kane, Gino Castello, Richard Teese, Pontus Anderson and Pete Webber. So they're going to get the money points from the losers in the first round, and so I hope you'll join me for the final 24 very shortly. So welcome back to Tournament 6. We're at the semi-finals round robin stage of the PBA World Series of Bowling 12 Scorpion Championship, and we're going to cut the 24 bowlers down to just 8. So let's start with Group 1, and we've got a 5, which is draw 2 bowlers. Three, 1, 2, 3. Ryan Simonelli will go through to the positioning round, and 2, 1, 2. Chris Prather. So the players that will get 5 money points: Kevin Williams, BJ Moore, Tom Doherty and Josh Blanchard from Group 1. On to Group 2. 1, 2 highest average bowlers. So Butterf 21, Tang will get 5 no doubt, Cameron Doyle will get 5, Noam Duke could make, Matthew McNeil will get 5, and Anthony Lavry-Spa will get 5. So Noam Duke and Jacob Butterf go through to the positioning round from Group 2. On to Group 3, and again the top 2, Wes Malott and Matt Russo are the top 2 at the moment. Jason Belmonte. So Wes Malott will get 5 money points, so we're looking at 216. Low Shetter will get 5 money points, Kirsten Hansen and Sam Cooley. So Belmonte and Russo go through to the positioning round, and in the final group a 2, so again 2 highest, 219 for Bill McNeil, 212 for Pepe. Pepe will get 5 because Chris Barnes will come in. Chris Barnes will get 5 because of EJ Tackett. We're looking at 219. Dick Allen and Greg Young will get 5. So that is the end of the semi-final round robin. The 8 bowlers going through. Bill O'Neill, EJ Tackett, Matt Russo, Jason Belmonte, Noam Duke, Jacob Butterf, Chris Prather and Ryan Simonelli. Join us shortly for the positioning round. So welcome back to the positioning round for Tournament 6, the PBA World Series of Bowling 12 Scorpion Championship, and the first one up is going to be Ryan Simonelli. And remember, on this I used the black dice to decide whether he's aggressive or not. A 6 on the black dice is aggressive. Simonelli is a 213 average, and a 3-5 is going to give him plus 22, which is 235. Chris Prather, who's got an average of 219. 13.5 is going to be an 8 minus 8, so 211 for Chris Prather. Jacob Buttroff, $19.1 is a plus 31, is a 221, so that's going to be 252. Norm Duke, $11.2 and aggressive. He's going to lose one, so his 219 becomes a 218. Jason Belmonte, who is a 224, and he's going to bowl a 15.4 minus 14 is going to give him 210. That may not be good enough. Matt Russo, who is a 216. He's aggressive on a 3.3 and he's going to the wow rating. And a 12.4 on a wow is plus 78, which will give him 294. He's going to be the one straight through to the final. EJ Tackett, and I think I can already say that Belmonte's out. Is out of the ladder match. 2-3 for Tackett. He's going to get plus 25, which is 245. And then Bill O'Neill, who is a 219, and he's a 5-1, which is going to be plus 60, 279, and that's not even going to be good enough to get him the top slot. So we have Matt Russo at number 1, Bill O'Neill at number 2. At number 3 we've got Jacob Buttroff, and they were really bowling well on these lanes today. At 4, EJ Tackett, and at 5 Ryan Simonelli. 235 to get in, and we're going to lose Chris Prather, Norm Duke and Jason Belmonte, and they will all pick up 7 money points. So hope you'll join me for the televised ladder matches coming up shortly. So welcome everyone to the televised ladder finals for the 6th tournament PBA World Series of Bowling 12 Scorpion Championship, and we have Ryan Simonelli and EJ Tackett in the first game in the ladder match. Tackett in his second of the televised ladder matches for this season. The only other one who's made more than one appearance is going to be the player waiting for the winner of this game, Jacob Buttroff, who's done 4. The rest are all new to this tournament. So Ryan Simonelli was going to start off the first game, 16-4. He's going to get an 8, not the best start, and a 16-1 on an 8. He's going to get him the spare. So EJ Tackett, 15-4. He's going to get a 9, and he should get his spare, which he does. Moves on to the opposite lane. 11-1, that's going to be a strike. So similarly on his opposite lane now. 19-6, that's not going to be good. It's going to be a Y chart. Black dice is the 10s, and he's going to be a 12, which is a 6+. So I'm going to get 16 off the first one, and we're going to have to go to the 6+ chart. He is a AAA. So can he get the 5 pins? 21. He can, he gets the spare. So his maximum now is 276. Moves on back to his own lane. 18-4, he's not having a good start. 7+, which gives him 33 after 2. Can he get the spare? 1-6. He gets his spare, but he's down to 263. EJ Tackett on his own lane. 1-5 gets himself a strike. On the opposite lane, 19-3. He's going to get an 8, which gives him 28, which gives him 48 after 2. Can he get the spare? 8-5. On an 8 will get him the spare. So that's 268 currently is his maximum score he can get. Simonelli on the opposite lane, 2-2, and he gets his first strike. That will make him feel better. Moves over to his original lane, 7-5, and he gets another strike as he left it too late to get into the swing of this first televised ladder tournament this season. EJ Tackett now 14-5, gets a 9, gives him 87 after 4. Can he pick up his spare? 10-6, gets his spare. 257 is now his maximum. Goes on to the opposite lane. 12-6 gets a 7. So 104 after 18. Can he pick up his spare? 2-2. Yes, he can. 244 now becomes his maximum. Ryan Simonelli, 16-1 will get him a strike. That's what he needed. Onto his original lane, 14-4. It's going to get him a 9. Gives him a slight lead. And 17-5 on a 9. It's going to get him the spare. $242 is his maximum, so Tackett has a 2 pin lead at the moment. EJ Tackett 3-4. It's a strike. On the opposite lane, 10-2. It's another strike. Pressure on now for Simonelli on his opposite lane. 14-5. He's only going to get a 9. 151 after 7. Can he get the spare? He can. So 231 is his maximum he can get. And on the original lanes, 6-3 gets a strike. So 171 after 8. EJ Tackett. 8-2. It's a strike. So he comes into his 10th frame. 8-2. That's a strike. 5-3, it's another strike, and I think the game is over. It's currently 2:34, so it's already over. And a 14-3 will give him a 9, so 29 to finish with. Is a 2:43. So similarly, he's going to go away with 9 money points, but let's see how he finishes. 9-6. He's going to get 7. Can he get the spare? 15-2. He will get the spare. And his final ball will be a 2-2, which will be a strike. So he finishes with 211. So Ryan Simonelli finishes 5th. And will take home 9 money points. So into game 2 of the ladder match, and we have the 2 bowlers that have already appeared this year in a ladders final. EJ Tackett, who's just beaten Ryan Simonelli 243-211, and Jacob Butterworth. So Tackett will start this game 6-5, and he'll get a strike. So we go over to Jacob Butterworth. 15-3, gets a 9. Can he get the spare? 12-6, gets the spare. Moves over to the opposite lane. 3-6, only gets a 9. So 19 after 1. But he then picks up the spare again. 279 is his maximum. EJ Tackett on the opposite lane. 8-3. Gets the strike. 12-2. Gets another strike. So Jacob Butterworth now under a bit of pressure. 18-3. Gets an 8. Tackett has won this season already. And a 19-3 on an 8. He's going to get him the spare. 267 though is his maximum. Moves over to the opposite lane. 12-3, that's a strike. So 57 after 3 for Butterworth. Tackett with a 33 pin lead at the moment. 25, that's not so good. 7+. Can he get the spare? 6-6 on a 7+. He does get the spare. .277 is his maximum, so a 10 pin lead as he goes onto his own lane. 10-4, let them truckers roll. He gets the 10, gets the spare, the strike. 97 after 4. Jacob Butterworth. 16-3, gets an 8. Second ball coming down, trying to get the 2 pins. 9-3. Easily makes the spare. 77. So 247 is his maximum. 30 pins behind. Second ball. 6-4. Gets the strike. Needed that. EJ Tackett. 4-3. That's going to be a strike. Moves on to his own lane. 7-1, and that's going to be a strike as well. 127. So a 30 pin lead at this moment. We go back to Jacob Butterworth on EJ Tackett's lane. It's 9-3. Sorry, on his home lane. Gets the strike. Needs to do another one. 11-3. And he does. He gets the third strike. So he's at 127 after 6. EJ Tackett. Roll that again because it came out. $16-3. Gets the 9. Should pick up the spare. 11-5. And he does. 176 after 7. 266 is his maximum, so he's still got 19 pin lead as he moves back onto his original lane. 9-3. It's going to be a strike. So Jacob Buttroff needs to strike all the way through here. 18-3, and I don't think that's going to do it for him. It isn't. He's going to get an 8. Can he get a spare? Easily. So 225 is his maximum. As he moves to the 10th frame, 12-5, he gets the strike. $16-2, and he only gets an 8. And a 26 he may not get. He only gets 1. So 2-1-4. He's already lost. EJ Tackett will just roll these out. 17-6. It's a good job really. Y chart roll for Tackett. 46 is going to be a 5. So we'll look for the 5. He is a AAA. $14-6. He only gets 4. So that's going to be 19. So he ends up with 224. Luckily for him, it's enough. And Jacob Buttroff leaves the tournament with 10 money points. So welcome back to the third game in the ladder, the semi-final game. EJ Tackett already taken care of Ryan Simonelli and Jacob Buttroff. He's up against Bill O'Neill in the semi-final. Matt Russo waiting for the winner. 8-6. And he only gets an 8. Not a good start, but he only got a 9 in the first one. Can he get a spare? 11-6 on an 8. He gets the spare. Bill O'Neill, his first ladder match of the season. 12-6. Oh, gets a 7. Can I get the spare? 15-3 on a 7. Manages to get the spare, keeps himself in it. Moves on to the opposite lane. 7-2, gets the strike. So EJ Tackett, 17-3, he's only going to get an 8. Can I get the spare? 1-6 on an 8. Gets the spare. Maximum score comes down to 278. Moves on to his own lane. 17-4 gets an 8. He's not able to get past the 8s at the moment. Can he get the spare? 15-1, yes, surely you can. Best score drops to 266. Bill O'Neill currently early doors has a lead of 24 points. 23 gets a 7. Didn't want to see that. Can he get the spare? 2-1, yes he can. So 270 is now his maximum. Moves on to the opposite lane. 25, that's not good, he only gets a 7. Can he get the spare? 5-2, he will get the spare. But he's now down at 257. And actually, if EJ Tackett manages to strike all the way through, he would win. He's got a points lead of a pin lead of 9. 4-4. It's going to be a strike. And his second 4-2, and that's going to be a strike also. So back to Bill O'Neill. 8-4. Gets a strike. 19-6 is going to be the Y chart. 1-5 is going to be a 6+, and he's a double A. So it's this chart. 8-2 and a double A. He gets the strike, spare, but still 237 now becomes his highest. Go back to EJ Tackett. 5-4 gets a strike, and it's looking ominous at this moment in time for Bill O'Neill. Is Tackett going to go through to the final? 19-6 for Tackett is going to be off the Y chart. 1-3 is going to be a 6+. So 26. It's a triple A. Oh, it's a double A. Sorry. On a 6+. Oh, sorry, wrong dice. Oh, 21. It's the only number he could roll to get the spare, and he managed it, the 1. So 132 after 6. 242 is his maximum, so it's going to be a close game if Bill O'Neill can strike through. But he's not really managed it very well at the moment. 14-2 is going to get him a 9. And he gets the spare. .226 is his maximum, so he's still 18 pins behind. And his second ball 11-2, that's going to be a strike, which is good for him. Puts a little bit of pressure on EJ Tackett. 4-6, it's going to get a 9. Can he get the spare? He can. So 231 is his maximum. So he's got a 5-pin lead at the moment. 11-6, that might not be good. 7. Does he get the spare here? 15-2 on a 7. Gets the spare, but 218 is his maximum. So Bill O'Neill can strike through and win the semi-final here. But 18-5 gets him an 8. Can he get the spare? 11-6 on an 8. gets the spare, gives him 156 after 8. 206 is his maximum. He needs to strike through here to put pressure on Tackett. 6-4. Gets the strike. $17-1. Gets the strike again. And his last ball. 2-1 gets the strike. So 206 is the target. He's on 168. So this needs to be a strike. EJ Tackett 2-1, and it is a strike. So he needs 9 pins. Two, 3 gets the strike, and that is it. And his last ball, 12-5, is a 7, so he gets 27. 2-1-5. So EJ Tackett beats Bill O'Neill 2-1-5, 206 to go through to the final. Bill O'Neill will take 12 money points with him. So we've reached the final of the ladder match for the PBA World Series of Bowling 12 Scorpion Championship. EJ Tackett has gone through the ladder, beating Ryan Simonelli, Jacob Buttroff and Bill O'Neill, and meets Matt Russo in the final, his first ladder match, and he scored 294 in the positioning round. So can he continue to play like that? EJ Tackett starts his final 5-3, and that's going to be a strike. So pressure straight away for the debutant on the television this season. Russo 19-6, and he starts off nervously. He's going to go on the wide chart straight away, and he is a single A. 56 is going to be a 5-, and this could all be over already. Single A bowler. 19-1. He only gets a 3, so he gets an open frame 8 to start with. So his maximum now is 278. Desperately needs to strike through the rest of this game. Oh, he's going off the U chart. Disastrous start here for Matt Russo. Here we go with the U chart. 43. Bowler goes on cold streak. Read question marks on the next. How many? 4. So the next 4 column balls he's going to have are going to be question marks. I don't really think it's a big one, because I mean, let's face it, you could roll a 6. Oh, they are all 6s. Yes, here we go. So Matt Russo 10-5. 5 doesn't matter. It's an 8-. Can he get the spare? 9-5 on an 8-. Only gets a 1. So it's already down at 257. EJ Tackett should walk this game now. 1-2 gets a strike, and if you're going to put pressure on somebody, that's the way to do it. 16-6 is going to look at the Y chart. A lot of rolling off these charts today. 1-1 is going to be a 6+. And he's a double A. $13.3 on a double A is going to be a spare. So 276 is his maximum. Matt Russo just needs a 20-sided dice. Oh, 20! It's going to be a U chart read again. Let's hope it's not more bad news for him. 42. Ball steps up under pressure. Use the question mark on all spare attempts for the rest of the game. That might give him a little bit of a help. So still on the dice. 10 is going to be an 8-. So on an 8-, he just needs to, in fact, he needs to get 9 or less. 20. He only gets 1. So there's only 26 pins after 3. And his maximum now is 236. 7. It's going to be an 8. 10 on an 8. Gets him the spare. $226 is his maximum. EJ Tackett. 13-4 gets a strike. Moves on to his own lane. 18-6. He's going to go to the Y chart. It's a terrible final. 26. He's going to get him a 6-. So double A on 6-. 6-1. It's going to get the strike, the spare, sorry. He's playing awful, but he's still going to possibly take the championship, because Matt Russo is even playing even worse. Russo 7-6 anyway, so 8 gives him 44 after 4 frames. And spare is a 15 on an 8. Gets the spare. 214 is his maximum. And he's returning back to normal rolling now after the 4 frames have been completed cold. 7-4. And he gets a strike, so I'd like to say there's the element of a recovery here, but it's not looking good. EJ Tackett 4-2 just slips a strike in there when it's needed. 42 point lead, 42 pin lead, sorry. 9-1, and that's another strike. And Matt Russo watches his wonderful start with the 294 positioning round just wither away. 8-3. It's going to be a strike. He's got 3 strikes in a row, but far too late. He didn't settle down. EJ Tackett 3-5. It's going to be a strike. And on his 9th, 18-4. Only going to get 8. Can he get the spare? 24 on an 8. No, he can't. He only gets a 1. So that's 1, 73, 182. So his maximum now is 212. Ooh, this is going to be close. So can Russo put the pressure on? 3-2. Gets a strike. This will be unbelievable. 9-3. Gets another strike. 9-6. He didn't want that. Gets an 8. Can he get the spare? 8 on an 8. He gets the spare to finish 202. So EJ Tackett just needs 2 strikes. 2-1, that's a strike. Strike and a pin will win it. 13-3. It's a strike. So it just needs a pin. 13-4. It's going to be a strike. So after all that, Matt Russo takes 15 money points. EJ Tackett wins the tournament and takes 20 money points and his second tournament victory. But whoa, what a finish. It looked like it was all over really, and then that 9th frame threw everything into turmoil for Tackett with the open frame. But he goes on and wins the PBA World Series of Bowling 12 Scorpion Championship 212 to 202, and our tournament 7 is going to be the US Bowling Championship Masters. So I hope you join us for that next week. Thank you and enjoy your evening. The current standings will come up very shortly.